Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very good restock news. We have some restock updates. We also have some other restockers also confirming what we've kind of been saying throughout these past few days as well. We're seeing lots of information. We're seeing lots of other employee stuff floating around, and just overall, just a lot of really good news when it comes to the next upcoming PlayStation 5 restock, which could actually be throughout the next few days. We'll go talk about that throughout the video itself. As well, we also have some Xbox news mixed on in, and just overall, at least we have something of news, because today has actually been a very dry day when it comes to PlayStation Xbox restocks. So we have a lot of good news to go and share throughout this video, so if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well. Make sure you guys go get your bonus entries for the PS5 giveaway with the link tree links down below. Make sure you guys go check on Amazon for the PS5 controllers as well as for the PS5 consoles themselves, link down below. Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys would like to follow, and of course the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, you guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. Without further ado, let's go dive in the actual video itself. So let's go dive on in. If any of you guys are kind of curious too, we've been saying throughout the past maybe like 3 or 4 days that Target throughout this week is looking extremely likely. We saw some leaks, we showed up on videos maybe about a week ago or so, where we did go and see a few locations that actually have some big stock. We saw one location, this is from like actual employee stuff, you guys can check the videos in the past if you guys want to, that we did see one store that did have 17 consoles in the back, and that kind of went and like re-sparked up the of like, hey, is Target gonna be restocking very soon type deal. So ever since then, we saw one store with big stock, and then all the other stores in that region were either at like 1 to 2 stock or out of stock, depending on if it was the PS5 Digital or not. So we did go and see a little bit of movement like a while back, and as of now, recently, we've been reaching out to a lot of different Target employees. If you guys have been seeing our videos, we actually did go and have some confirmations earlier on this week that we did actually have some PS5 stock show up at the stores. We've actually had a few Target employees reach out and confirm that. I reached out today for actually more updates on this, and I will go and say we actually have different information, but for at least for them to at least be honest with you guys, they have not seen any more stock show up as of this second, but they did already get their actual shipments of stock like a few days ago, so it would kind of maybe make sense when it comes to that because they've been sitting on stock anyway. And so let me kind of go to like the next segue. So it's kind of, you guys are kind of caught on up. We kind of knew that Target was moving a little bit, and it's also been kind of somewhat overdue based on trends as well. And we did also see that Target did mess around with the Xbox Series X and S restocks, where instead of it being like an event drop, like how whenever this next PlayStation 5 drop happens, they're just more so whenever we get Xboxes, we're just going to release them. Whenever we get Xbox Series S's, we're just going to go and release them. And we've been somewhat seeing those pop up a little bit throughout different stores. We did see a major restock as of last week for a lot of people who got their consoles from Xbox, from Target itself. So now we're going to also still kind of patiently waiting for more of those to kind of pop on up. So if you see more information, we'll let you guys know on that. Make sure you guys are always subscribed. But when it comes to the actual PS5, we actually have some more new information coming out. We always going to give credit to the homie Jake as well. So major shout out to you, Jake. Thank you for even existing and helping all of us out over here. So we actually saw him actually go and tweet on out over there this picture from more internals, where you guys can kind of maybe go and see some dates. Now, I think he explained it very well, but just more so I can kind of give you guys the ramble, because I don't mind talking the extra few minutes on like times, expectations, speculations, and all of that. But we can kind of go and see on this. You guys can even look at where he circled. One on hand, which we kind of been seeing from previous leaks we showed like a week ago or so, where there was a few locations that had like maybe 1 or 2 stock, which is very low. It doesn't really count as a real stock. And then it might be like 6 on the way on 0225. So we've actually be seeing that there is stock either arriving throughout these next 2 days or so. And typically when we go and see really big batch amounts of stock show up, that does mean that there is a lot of stock, or a lot of good chances that the drop will be happening very soon. So I know people always want to ask about this. Let me just be, I can make sure to have a timestamp for this. Will Target be restocking tomorrow? It is not 100% confirmed, but based on a lot of trends, Target usually does go and do restock waves on Wednesdays and Thursday mornings. Those are the 2 major dates we've seen a lot of happen. So it does increase the likelihood as of tomorrow morning, as well as also on Thursday. I do not want you guys YOLO waking on up if it's not a 100% chance, but I will go and say it does look likely, although it does also look like a smaller drop. As I've mentioned, we do actually have other employee sources we've reached out to and talked about on the channel throughout the past few days, and we do know that there is stock there, just not as big as a usual Target restock drop. Typically, Target restocks we've seen more so in like the 15 plus range typically for per store, and as of right now we're seeing very, very small amounts from like the 4 to 8 range, if that. And we also, I think it also does kind of depend too if a store actually had leftover stock from previous drops or not. Some would maybe doing random walk-ins, and also some were maybe just doing like just sitting on the stock and waiting for like the next step. But we have been seeing stock arriving. I can go and double vouch from my own sources from people we've been using now for the past like 4 months that have been very consistent and very helpful. You guys can watch all the previous videos if you guys think I'm capping or lying or whatever. And on top of that too, we also have other restockers as well, also confirming up the information that we're seeing. So then you guys know that we are seeing lots of stock arriving and moving and all that stuff. As well, the one major thing I have not seen, and if you guys are Target employees or have any information, send me a message and let me know. I have not seen a lot of PS5 digitals. I've seen a lot of PS5 normal consoles, but the PS5 digital stock I have seen has been basically just non-existent. So I'm very kind of curious to go and see if there will just be maybe more of a PS5 disc drop and very low amounts of digitals, or maybe just like there's only maybe like 2 digitals per store. Because you only have like 6 discs, as you guys know, usually the digital's a lot more sought after, but it's made a lot less. So next step for, is it going to be dropping on the next 2 days? Wednesday, I would say at least is likely for tomorrow, but I would probably say if it does not drop on Wednesday, definitely be on the lookout for Thursday morning. These also could be pushed back throughout next week, just so you guys all know there is not a 100% guarantee. They may want to wait for more stock, or maybe it might be regional, etc. Target may also go and do like a fast one on us because we've been tracking the stuff a lot. So you guys know that there is like, it's very likely, but it's not confirmed. So if you guys care about your sleep or whatever, you guys have to make your own decisions on that. But we just know that we have stock there. We've had employees confirm it, and this based on trends. As well, the usual timestamps. Target could always throw a fast one on us, but they've been very consistent for the past few months that they usually do their restocks around the 6 to 9 a.m. EST range. It's not that bad for people on East Coast and Central, but for I know people up in the Mountain Time Zone and California Time Zone, it's sometimes a little bit harder to deal with that. So some of you guys know that's just in case if you guys are awake, be aware of it, be on top of it. I'll maybe have an earlier video tomorrow, remind you guys all about the drops and all that stuff. But I do want to remind you guys that it's not 100% confirmed, just very, very likely. As well, when it comes, like I said, the Xbox, they probably will not be doing restock waves because they've been more so switching that to in-store pickups from online orders. So then you guys know that that is a chance for that. Like there always is a chance they may drop in stock, we don't know. And as well, when it comes to that stuff, don't forget, you have to buy it for your local Target store. So you theoretically can go buy it from a store like 60 miles away or whatever, but most likely it either might be out of stock because it might be a smaller restock, or as well just make sure you guys aren't buying a console like 300 miles away on accident. On top of that too, any other random tips I can kind of give you guys is more so just please have your Target apps all saved, have your website information saved when it comes to that stuff. Usually use Apple Pay or PayPal. Those usually go check out very, very well. And on top of that too, just make sure you guys are aware because the stock sometimes goes in and out of stock really quickly. So you just have to maybe go and refresh really quicker and be on top of the stuff. There's a lot more tips you guys can go and use, but I'm sure you guys have heard a bajillion different tips. I was also just creeping through Drake's tweet as well. I have like my own employees and stuff, but I kind of figured it'd be kind of interesting to kind of just show up a few little things on the community. We basically saw stuff like I deliver for Target. I've been dropping off live loads all week. I have one tonight. So that's just another confirmation too as well, showcasing that there are people out there that are delivering the stock. Now, of course, this is just random Twitter people, so it can kind of go either way. But just always remind you guys that we are seeing other employees and other random people out there. And we also do have another person also going and standing up on Twitter stating, yeah, my store recently got 7 more regular consoles. Total consoles is 11. That is including both the digital and disc because they basically just stated it because they work at Target. So we are seeing smaller amounts. Even seeing like 11 isn't necessarily bad in terms of stock amounts overall, but we've kind of more so been spoiled and used to like 15 plus consoles. But I'm just letting you guys know all this information. We've been seeing a lot of people, a lot of employees showcasing up on stock. We're seeing stock and everything. So it does look a lot more likely. As I mentioned, Wednesday, Thursday, very likely dates, if not those 2 dates next week. As well, they're always on more of the early morning hours from 6 to 9 a.m. EST. Be aware, be awake, be on top of it if you guys want to. I personally am not 100% sure how good the drop's going to be. So if I was trying to go and stay up for this, I'd probably more so want to maybe wait for like a Amazon drop myself. But usually Target's been very, very good. So if you guys are still really committed on wanting to get your consoles, I do recommend Target. They usually do have very, very good drops as long as like it's just not, doesn't like everything doesn't go like, you know, hit the fan. So be on the lookout for it either way. So major good lucks to you guys. It is looking likely throughout the next 2 days, or if not, maybe next week, and we'll maybe see more stock show on throughout the weekend. But just as all around very good news, very good information, very good stuff, and just all around good shout outs to all the people out there trying their best to give information, help out for everyone. That definitely is just, I just want you guys to get your consoles. Like at this point, just want you, it's been so many months, just please get your consoles. I wish you guys all the good luck in the world, and I do hope you guys go and get them. Make sure you guys are subscribed as well with the notifications on for random restock videos and tips and all this stuff as well. And on top of that too, if you guys would like to, make sure you guys use the link tree for bonus entries. Twitter and Twitch streams link down below if you guys want to follow. We also have the Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc and digitals and all that stuff. And of course the Weeble, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Like the video, comment all your thoughts. We can kind of go from there. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys up on the next one.